Gentlemen, my lecturette topic is drone technology. Firstly, let us understand what is drone. Drone basically is an unmanned aerial vehicle, also called as UAV, or remotely piloted aerial system, that is RPAS. These are used in many of the situations, and particularly in situations where manned flight is considered too risky or difficult. So in such situations, drones are quite helpful. Now, gentlemen, in today's times of coronavirus, drones have proved vital up to a larger extent. Like it has been used by the police department to maintain the law and order, for aerial surveillance, for videography, photography, and to keep an eye on the infringed elements. Now, let us look at the evolution of drones, how it evolved. So, it dates back to 1849 when Austria attacked Venice by using balloons that are unmanned balloons stuffed with explosives. And consecutively, the Great Britain developed their own drone called Queen Bee, and such has been the evolution of drones. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the applications of drones could be many. It could begin from aerial surveillance to videography, photography. Drones can also be used in areas such as police departments, in defense corporations, in facilitating filmography, videography, as I said earlier, and in livestock management by agriculturalists. They can be used to monitor livestock production management and also to secure food security, as it can see over the fields and to monitor the crop production management and the pests which are there in order to have a good look at the crops. And if at all crop failure occur, then suitable actions can be taken by the farmers. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the drones that has been acquired by Indian Armed Forces. There are several drones that has been jointly developed by India and other countries, and also by the DRDO. These are namely IAI Heron, IAI Herop, IAI Searcher, MQ-9 Reaper, which is taken on lease from the United States Armed Forces, particularly United States Air Force. And we have the DRDO Lakshya, Rustam, and Nishant, and UAV Panchi. And more recently, we have seen that the unmanned aerial vehicle called AURA, that is Autonomous Unmanned Research Aircraft, also called as DRDO Ghatak, has took its maiden flight recently on July 1, 2022. So we can say that most probably Indian Armed Forces has been facilitating drones at the larger level, and also it can be proved vital to combat counter-terrorism and cross-border terrorism. As it can be seen, more recently we saw that the Jammu Kashmir's IF base called Satwari was allegedly attacked by drones from the Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorists. Now, moving on, gentlemen, let's talk about the regulations that has been laid down by the Ministry of Civil Aviation in comparison to drones. Firstly, let us look at the challenges posed by the drones. There can be many. Since drones can be of any size, it can be from a small drone to a large drone, as large as a global hawk and as small as a bee. So it poses challenges such as security and threat to privacy, because drones can be used to fly and to sneak into different rooms through windows. So certainly it poses a threat to security and privacy of individual, and it needs to get addressed. Now, gentlemen, let's talk about the types of drones. So mainly it can be categorized on the basis of aerial platforms. Drones are fixed wing, tilt wing, and single rotor helicopters. And fourth one are the hybrid VTOL drones. VTOL stands for virtual takeoff and landing. These are hybrid VTOL drones are mainly composition of two drones, fixed wing and single rotor helicopters. Talking about single rotor helicopters, so they are nothing but they have one single rotor, just like a normal helicopter, and on the rear side of it a small rotor is present to facilitate directions. More recently, drones are used and integrated with state-of-the-art technology such as infrared cameras, GPS, radar positioning, which can be used to track its location, and return home feature, as it can be used if a drone crosses its range. By the remote will notify it, and the return home feature will set it to fly back to its original base, or the base from where it took off. Now, gentlemen, let's get back to the regulations which have been laid down by the Ministry of Civil Aviation of India regarding the securities related to drones. So, the Ministry of Civil Aviation of India has been working over the past few years to regulate the laws based on drones. Firstly, the drone operators should occupy unique identification numbers (UIN), which is just like a unique identification number or a number plate for each drone, irrespective of drones which are small. Secondly, there is a need to comply with NPNT. NPNT stands for no permission, no takeoff. So there has to be NPNT compliant. The drones needs to be NPNT compliant. Furthermore, there is a need of an unauthorized aerial operation permit (UNAP), which needs to be occupied by the permitter or the one who is flying the drone. Apparently, the airspace has also been partitioned into zones such as red zone or no-fly zone, yellow zone, and green zone. Now, gentlemen, let's talk about the needs that has to be taken, or the redressal system which needs to be taken. Firstly, one of the challenges that drones are very slow in speeds as compared to the manned aircraft. So we need to enhance their speed. Secondly, drones are more vulnerable to hacking, so it needs to get foolproof. And thirdly, it can be seen that drones needs to be made in compliance with the authorities, and in order for that, we need to incentivize this drone industry. And largely, we can say that drones industry should be focused, and it should be made in compliance with the authorities, in compliance with the concerned Ministry of Civil Aviation of India. In conclusion, I would like to say that drones are evolving and proving vital for mankind, and it can be in the times to come, it will be in every other sector which is present, be it in e-commerce, in e-commerce sector, as well as in regulating defense corporations and other factors. So drones needs to be drones are the future of this evolving world, and it needs to be taken care of. Thank you.